M0FXB, welcome back to the channel. Got my Anytone 168 just here, pinned to my neck. Got a few gadgets here. I thought I'd go live. I might even give a call out. And I give you the chance to ask me a few questions. You can see R2-D2, one of my favourite characters, so that's why you're seeing R2-D2. What's your experience of Star Wars all those years ago? So say hi. I'm in the chat. I'm also on Talk Group 91. Let's just go hi. Like so. Got a few gadgets here. Got a Baofeng here that I recently added Bluetooth inside. Now, can you hear me all right? Tell me if my voice is in sync. Hi, Simon. Right, there's a lag between the video and audio. I think I can fix that. Let me give it a go. I've done this before. You might lose the image for a second. Right. Okay. 1 2 1 2. Tell me if the lag goes. Cheers, by the way.
Whiskey 4, India Hotel, Quebec, Papa, Uniform 1, Juliet.
Right, anyone else?
Returning, go ahead.
Cup of nice tea here.
Good afternoon, Johnny. Name here is David. Delta.
So hi to William 01, Matty.
About 45 minutes.
No, it's definitely not May. Is the date wrong? It's December the 8th, and the time is 7:14 p.m. I'm going to show you my Anytone 168.
Finally warmed up here. I'm running
My Anytone 168 you'll see in there. This camera that I'm using, which is called the Link 2, actually follows me, but it does have a lag problem. Thanks, Jagman. So what do you think of these? In the UK, these are selling for £120. Okay, £120. And they are dual band, DMR, APRS, and they have satellite. They have a satellite function, which I will show you. Watch this. It's just going to get the satellites. Choose one. And look, it's now satellite searching. Pretty good, I think. And it actually came with 2 batteries. Yeah. One was 2,800 milliamp hour. It came with a 1,800 milliamp hour, and one was 2,800, I think. Could be 2,600. And 2 antennas. All in a lovely box for £120. I thought that was a bargain. Martin Lynch and Son in Weston. So recently I got this Baofeng, right? This thing here, yeah? Which is working fine. I've got it on airband as well. And I installed a board on it. So look at this Bluetooth mic here. Hi, Ian. And Simon. I queued around the Odeon to watch Star Wars. Yes, it was. In Southend. I'll never forget, and I went more than once. And the second time I went, I didn't pay. The story behind that was I just wanted to go. I bumped into a friend who said they were going, and I said, I'll come. I didn't have any money. And there was a massive queue to get in, and the film was about to start. And luckily, because the manageress, who was quite scary, and I was only about 11, needed to get everyone in before the film started, she let us all in without looking at our tickets. And I just sat down, and no one ever said, why aren't you, you're in my seat. They didn't number the seats in those days. Anyway, back to the Baofeng. So you can buy these for about £15, these blue ones. They're really good. It's not a Baofeng, it's a Quashang. Quashang UV-K5. I really like it. The downside to this one is it doesn't have USB-C, but it came with a really big battery. So watch this then. So we turn on this Bluetooth speaker. These are about £7 now, maybe less. Turn it on, and it starts to flash. Okay, now turn this on and listen out for that noise again. So this Baofeng, I've installed a board inside it, and it also, there you are, it just made a ding dong. So now, if it's working properly, I can hear audio out of this as well. It automatically connects. Has it got a flat battery? Let's have a listen. I need someone to speak. Turn it on. Let's try again. Turn it up. Turn it on and off. Is it going to work for me? I think I'll leave it on the side and just see if it connects. It did the other day and it worked really well. So what other gadgets we got here? I've been playing around with this thing, which is the smallest APRS TNC digipeater that you will ever find. It's called the Pico APRS, and I put an extendable antenna on it. And if I go outside, it works really well. And it actually has Wi-Fi, but it can also be a normal radio. So it has voice. So it's like a James Bond radio. And it works. I've done 30 videos on this. So that's that one. And then we've got the, watch this boot up, TID Radio H3, modified firmware. Turn it on. See that the boot up screen is different. So that's got bespoke firmware. Check out the Facebook page by Marcus Dudley. Okay. YouTube's telling me that the primary and backup streams are not configured correctly, so I don't really know how to do that. Tell me if you're hearing me fine, and if I don't have to do nothing, I won't. Hi, Ian. All right, that's just come on. Nothing there though. Where do you get that extendable antenna? Yeah, just on AliExpress and eBay. It wasn't much. I'll give you the model number. Nagoya NA 773. It is quite cool. I've got a couple of them lying around. Isn't it? It's like, how can you not like that? I wonder if it's labelled as 2 meters and 70. Oh, it's not labelled. I just like it. I've got many antennas here. I've got some really good CB ones that I use. If you look here, this is a modified Baofeng. This does HF, yeah? And look, it's got an extra antenna connector in the middle here. And look at this. These are £7. £7, maybe 8, but it's about 7. And it's a chrome antenna. And the one I got has an SMA connector, which screws straight onto the modified Quashang. But you can buy BNC. You don't have to have the SMA. I've got BNC, SMA. I've got a few, I've got all kinds of antennas lying around here. The other day I dug this out. This is a UV5R, okay? Hi Wayne, thanks very much. I'm so glad because the Link camera that you can see me on is brand new, and I have found that it's so advanced compared to my computer that it's a bit laggy. There's nothing wrong with the camera. It's just my computer processor graphics card can't keep up with it. So see this thing here, I'll show you a little trick. So I bought this, you know, I don't know, maybe at least 10 years ago. And then I read this thing the other day that if you take off the antenna, you end up with this gold chrome thing, yeah? If you pull off the knob, so pull off the volume knob, put it up into the gold antenna, you can unscrew the gold thing. How cool is that? It becomes a spanner. And that's in all the old Baofengs. I thought that was a real cool tip. I think I saw it on ham radio. Ham radio something. Deluxe? Ham radio something. So yeah, I really love this. It's one of my first Baofengs. And they changed ham radio forever because they made it affordable for us to have quite advanced radios with not a lot of money. And they gave us that choice of yeah, I like my hobby, but I don't really want to spend loads of money. Which is I spent probably 20 years of my hobby like that, you know, because I had kids and all that. So here's another little gadget. These are about £10, okay? It has a solar panel. It has a torch. It's a power bank. Yeah, it has a couple of USB outs so you can plug in 2 phones. This one is micro USB charge. It even has a compass. So I use that and a little carrier. It was about £8. Use that when I'm out and about. Just looking around at the different gadgets I got lying around because I'm very squashed in this shack. I know you can probably see that I'm quite squashed in here. So, and do I love Quashangs? Yes. I just love them. If my wife says to me, what do you want as a treat, you know, for your birthday, for Christmas, I always say, get me a Quashang. But I tell her to get me different colour ones. Look. Why? Well, do we eat the same food every day? Do we eat the same chocolates? If we go to the seafront, do we always have fish and chips? Sometimes we fancy sausage and chips. That's why I have all these different Quashangs. And some of them I take them apart. I've actually modified 3 now. And they have actually worked. And I've been very lucky. I was surprised that the Bluetooth wasn't working on this. Because the other day it worked first time. It could need charging. Yeah, it might just need charging. I'll just charge it up. So, yeah, sorry, I'm waffling on, not looking at the messages. So, right. Do you find the DV1 better than the Uniden S? Is it the 200? I feel like it's a completely different device, although they are both scanners, receivers. I feel like the interaction is completely different. You've got that nice big color screen with the SDS 200. If you're in Canada and you're in the USA, you put in your zip code and it loads everything up for you. The DV1 is quite a lot of hard work to load, but it will receive C4FM, D-Start, DMR, and other modes, no problem at all. And it actually works really well. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh yeah, R2-D2. The reason I've got that there, I'm a massive Star Wars fan. And the other day I got myself a Anytone 168, which I really recommend, by the way. And I put R2-D2 on there. Yeah, and it's a background and it's a boot up image. And I love it. It just makes the whole radio more fun to use. I just love using it. Just because I can look at it, I can see R2-D2. I've got A band, B band, I've got all the DMR coming through.
Yep, Milton, I do have D-Star.
I'll show you my hotspot.
Yeah, I copied 100, so I can.
So I'm a massive Star Wars fan. R2-D2 is my favourite. Most favourite character of all time. This is the hotspot, made by DV Mega Genesis, and I've got 2 of them, and they're different sizes. I use this one for D-Star. I've got this. Let me show you another hotspot that I really like, which is this one here, which is like an all-in-one. It's got batteries built into it, and I really like that. So I don't recognise the 773, but I'll have to remind myself. 773. I'm not sure which one that is. Yes, I've installed the waterfall on my SDS 200 and on my 100. I've got the 100 here. See if it's... I've got a personal screen on there. So I've added personal screens on the SDS 200 and 100, so they boot up with the Yaesu radio on there. And I'll show you the waterfall. High to down under. Can we make a parabolic directional antenna in a concept of Yagi for... I don't know, if someone else answer that. You can make whatever you like. Alright, tattooed on your arm, cool. I've got a tattoo, but it's so small you can't really see it. So I'm going to do the waterfall.
Can you hear my Roger beep? Please.
Go enter. Bit loud.
Very fun. Good audio back here. I'm not missing anything there. Wasn't looking up to catch the phone there, and I don't have a screen to look at. I did get the Lima Uniform 5, but I need the suspect.
Right, there's the waterfall. Need to do a better band than that. So, trying to get something on the waterfall that's actually active. No, but anyway, there's the waterfall. And it looks great. And it was only £20 and they added that on. So where are you in the world? Let me know where you are in the world.
The weather is your way. We just came out of a cold spell here the past few days. Got down in the teens. Fahrenheit. I can't personally do the translation in my head on the centigrade, but in the teens for Fahrenheit, and we're back up here in the low
91's busy,
50s, so,
as usual.
I wouldn't call it a heat wave, but we're out of the cold. Yeah, roger that.
Yeah, that 168 is excellent. It's I know it's only one PTT here, but it can be twin PTT as well.
Right now
it's the screen, because if I grab my, where is it? My 878. When I put that, I was using that earlier. 878, where you gone? Vanished, but the 878 is bigger and heavier. Right, I think it's more fun. Look at the A-lens. You've got the HD1 there. Look at the difference. HD1's good if you like that older sort of A-lens, sort of Motorola style.
Obviously, didn't have the right call. I apologize. So if you don't mind coming back with it again, but answer your question. I didn't hear any Roger.
Right, I found the 878 on the floor.
Your audio is fantastic. So
I'll show you another new radio that's just come out.
and it covers a RF type.
Sorry about that. Right, 878.
But I don't like to give out a signal port. I don't have a brain to think about any signal log or anything here.
878 again with R2D2. Look at the size.
All I can tell you, translating in my head, it's a 5.9 as far as RF report, but I can't give you the particulars as far as digital here. But no, Roger, I'm not.
I mean, the 878 is a superior radio because it does have Bluetooth and GPS. I'll show you one of my new radios.
Yeah, right this time. You and
Get this camera following me.
Echo for X-ray Juliet Foxtrot. This is Lima Yankee 5, my Tango. You don't got my Roger beat because it's DMR on the
Right, gonna show you this one.
On the analog system.
This thing here.
It will send you, Roger. Nice Motorola.
Yeah, it's still windy here in Weston.
Yeah, Roger beat.
San Jose, California.
My call sign is.
Yeah, windy Essex. Hadley, Essex. Hi, James, Oklahoma. Sydney, Australia. It's funny you say that because I just said to my son, I'm going live and I bet you someone says hi from Australia. So hi to Australia. 6:31 a.m. Wow. So this is the new Honkai DM9100. This thing here, and look how big it is. I literally could hold it like this. Yeah? Does DMR, and it looks like a D-Star radio. It does DMR. I don't know if my power lead will reach here. I'll try and get the power lead to reach to it.
And your call sign is Kilo Echo 4 X-ray Juliet Foxtrot. Am I right?
So that I can power it up. DMR, VHF, UHF, APRS, Bluetooth, dual band.
Okay, just direct.
Right, I think I've got it turned on now.
Let me repeat it.
There it is.
Kilo Echo 4 Juliet X-ray.
This thing is fantastic and it changes colour. It doesn't have to be green.
That is correct.
There's the back.
Correct call sign.
£190 these are. And it's receiving DMR now if I turn it up.
Good. All right. I'm anticipating your appointment.
So I'm going to turn off the... I've turned off the 168. Look at that, DMR, and it sends APRS analog and digital. And it's working with no antenna at the moment because the hotspot that I'm using is right in front of me, upside down, and even my all-star node is over there, so it will pick them both up. And look at all this information, it holds the entire database. It holds the entire database. It even has talk alias. It's one of the best transceivers I've ever bought. It's 25 watts. And if I flick it to HubNet, which is my local node, and it does have zones and airband. There's HubNet. Is HubNet not active? See if anyone... So it's just a good set. That's all I can say. I'm actually scared about dropping it on the floor by yanking it away here. And yeah, a lot of people say to me, you've got too many radios, but I never feel that way because I use them all. And if someone asks me a question, I pick it up, I put it in front of the camera and I answer the question. Like someone the other day said to me, on a Ricoh T320, can you use a B01 microphone? Which I just got over here. Just reaching out for it. So I just grabbed my T320, grabbed my B01 microphone, put it in front of the camera, filmed it, and yes, it did work. You know, I couldn't do that if I didn't have the radios. So I just don't sell them, you know, because when I do, I regret it. Got the FT2D here, C4FM. Pretty sure I have this hotspot on C4FM. Let's turn it on. Yeah, it's coming on now. 50% charged. It's got those 18650 batteries. I actually modified this and put a Raspberry Pi Zero in it. I just thought it was better for Pi Star. So when it boots up, I'll try and get it onto C4FM, and then we'll get the FT2D, because this is a radio that's been discontinued. But I love it. I really like this radio. So why am I going to sell something that I just like using? If I was, if I needed money, then I would sell it. I'd rather just get a job though. Yeah, just trying to see if I can get my hotspot frequency on there. I've got my open spot. Probably work on there. Anyway, FT2D. Very nice set. How nice this hotspot looks. Let me just show you that. How can you not like that? So I haven't ordered the FT1X yet, Wayne, but I will definitely be getting it. Yes, I've got the 705, but how can you resist a radio like that? I'll definitely get that one. The camera is called the Insta360 Link 2, and if I do this, and it's actually doing the audio as well. It's picking up all the audio. Hi Tomek in Poland, nice to meet you. And oh, thank you, the Down Under. And yeah, the FT2D, like, I don't know why Yaesu do this. They bring out a really good model, yeah? So, like the FT2D, they didn't have to change much. All right, it wouldn't, I suppose, they could have made the screen color. And that's it, they had the perfect radio. Just got the SDS waterfall there. They had the perfect radio. They didn't really have to do much after that. Another example is the FTM 400, the Yaesu FTM 400. Oh, look at that. This has started to work now. Yeah, I just need to know if it's on C4FM. So let me grab my radio. FTM 400. Fantastic C4FM dual band radio. Nice big screen. APRS. You had it sorted. Then they just messed around and they brought out the FTM 300, which was a good radio. I like the FTM 300, but they didn't need to. And then now they've bought the FTM 500, which I've got, but it's a brick. I don't know if it'll reach up to the camera. It's a brick. It's feature packed, but it's a brick. Who wants to have a brick for a radio? The FTM 400 was way nicer to move around the car and around the shack. Way nicer than this brick I have to move around. Sorry, John Crook, but it's a brick. Right, we're trying to get this into hotspot mode. 3852. Let's try it. We've got the right frequency. Got the IP address. Mode. Yes. Right. Anyone on? I don't know what I'm actually on. It definitely worked. YSF. Actually says TGIF. I'm going to call and see if anyone comes back to me. Yeah, let me just get the volume up. And you'll see it there, and I'm going to call. Now, I haven't used this for about 2 months and it's still holding charge, so watch this. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo calling for a contact. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo calling for a contact. See if anyone comes back. You'll see my call sign. So you can put this in your pocket, take it anywhere you like. You can pair it with your phone for the internet. And then you can talk on the DMR D-Star or Fusion if you got that radio. Oh.
M0FXB, this is Mike 7 Victor Delta Uniform Mobile, QSL.
Do you hear that? Excellent. M7VDC. So let's reply. M7VDC. Oh, thanks for coming back to me. Just testing out one of my hotspots. I wonder where you are. My name's Andreas, located in a very windy Western Supermare.
M0FXB, Mike 7 Victor Delta Uniform returning, mobile as well. Hi there, Andreas. My name is John. I'm on a walk outside in the wet, mighty cold East Kent. So my QTH is near
airband scanners.
They're not quite as windy as the
There's quite a few good ones.
But still fairly windy. Back to you.
Yeah, the O-Star. The O-Star's no good. It's just no good. Yeah, you sound like you're outside. Well, I'm inside the shack. What radio are you using today? What radio are you using today? Back to you. Yeah, agree with you, Tomek, about the FTM 400. There is 4K on this camera.
Yeah, I'm using a TYT MD UV390, the 10-watt waterproof model, for obvious reasons. I'm also using Hotspots MMDVM hat, running Pi-Star, tethered to a mobile phone. But your audio is very clear, so your hotspot's working really well.
Look at that.
Yeah, back to you.
You know, good device. Got the PT. Oh, thanks. And the radio that I'm on is the Yaesu FT2D, which is the one with the black and white screen. It's excellent. So I've got the newer one, but I like using older sets, and your setup's working fine. So okay, I'll put it back to you, and then I'll stand by. Thanks very much for the contact, Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. Mike 0. Back to. I do actually have a dashboard on this radio. So M7 Victor Delta, is it, that last letter's small, uniform, back to you. So yeah, you have like a dashboard here. I'm very rugged, I just chucked it down there.
That's right, M7 VDU mobile, returning from M0FXB. I also wanted to thank you actually for your YouTube content. So you've helped me in programming and getting on DMR and lots of other things and hotspots. So it's a good thing that you do. And I like the fact that you're learning on air rather than having already solved it. So that's quite encouraging to you have like me. But yeah, I'm going uphill sometimes a bit. Yeah, nice to meet you, Andrea. So 73 from cold and wet, dark East Kent Walk. So M7VD, you're going clear on your next over.
M7VD. Oh yeah, thanks for the shout out about the videos. And if you look at my live, because I'm live now, you're in it. So yeah, and just testing out lots of different equipment here, live on YouTube. Check it out on your phone. Thanks. Take care. 7-3. All the best. So the FTM 400, I would say dig it out.
Yeah, M0FXB, I just thought.
I would say dig it out, get it working, and do a few things on it that you haven't done for a while. You'll regain your love for that radio. M0FXB returning. Back to you, and yeah, the thing about the FTX, and I've got the 705, as you know.
Golf Mike 7, Kilo Bravo, Kilo
705.
in Aberdeen, back here.
Just going back here. Sorry about that. If I go far, it cuts out. Yeah, how you doing up there? I hope the weather's better for you. What's your radio setup there? Back to you.
Oh, I'm using the M1KE at the moment. It's that new one from Openspot. That expensive toy.
Oh, the M1KE. So yeah, fantastic shack in the box. Probably one of the best radios ever made. Oh, well, that's interesting that you're on that. You're only my third chat or conversation with someone using one of them. So how are you getting on with it? Give us some information. So the M1KE is a new device out by Shark RF, like the OpenSpot people.
Yeah, it worked absolutely spot on.
It's like an all-in-one, no radio, it's all Wi-Fi.
I've really just been playing around with the YSS.
Hi, Warhawk.
And the audio is fine. And I did some testing today, and it's got a good range on the Wi-Fi, so you can set it up for your house and walk out into the garden, and it works fine. Lovely TX audio and RX audio. The only thing I don't like about it is the PTT button. You've actually got to push it right into through past the case, and then the case is quite sharp, and then by the time you've had a long over, your finger's starting to nip. So I've just kind of put on an extra piece of rubber onto it, and it's quite pleasant now. Back to you.
M0FXB Western Supermare returning. Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I did like the design. I was hoping that it was also a hotspot for my radios, but it's not. It's an all-in-one, as you know. Then I went to buy it, and then I saw the price, and the problem is it's the £70 tax as well as the price and shipping, and I just thought that is such a large amount of money for what you get, and so I decided not to get it, basically. But it's working fine, looks great, and I'm sure it'll be a good seller. Do you have the original OpenSpot? Because as soon as I saw it, I thought to myself, the new OpenSpot 5, is going to have a screen. Back to you. And that's my prediction. 2025 OpenSpot 5 with a screen.
Yeah, Golf Mike 7 Kilo Bravo Kilo return. Yeah, it cost me just under £400. It's just a few pounds less than 400.
It's quite a lot, isn't it? And it's literally this size. £400.
And then £73.50 for the VAT and duty and the usual charge for the DHL charge. But
look at that dashboard, it's good, isn't it?
It was ordered in the evening. It was sent out next day about 2 o'clock, and it arrived the next day by
LMS F24. What volume adjuster USB? Give us a bit more info.
But up in Aberdeen, we tend to get really good fast delivery. I can from most things. Even pallets from down south will come up. And I've seen me buying big heavy duty stuff from tools, and it comes up next day. So we're quite fortunate that everything seems to deliver quick. But that was definitely quick from Estonia, and even AliExpress is quite good as well. I tend to buy a lot of radio stuff from that as well. Back to you, Andrew.
M0FXB. I'll come back with the final here, and AliExpress is just looking around my shack here. Many gadgets, but they are good value, and most of them work work fine, don't they? And the main thing is you're enjoying yourself. You're tinkering with gadgets, which is what hams do, and drinking cups of tea and coffee and just having great fun. And I think it's a great time for the hobby. So thanks so much for calling me, and I'll put it back to you. And I'm actually doing a live stream, so I'll just plod on with that. I'm on YouTube now. If you put my call sign in, you'll see me there. So back to you, GM7KBK from M0FXB for a final.
M0FXB, Golf Mike 7 Kilo Bravo Kilo. Well, I didn't do by myself. Oh, what?
It's a lot, isn't it?
Nearly. Well, I'll soon be pension age, but...
Right, the 1701, I completely recommend that. Just get a normal one of these. £45. Preloaded with an SD card. Google it. Send me an email. I'll send you the direct link. M0FXB@outlook.com. I'm on QRZ. Oh, hi Brett in Western Supermare. I wonder what part of Western. Yeah, take care, and we'll talk soon. 7-3, all the best. So yeah, the Hotspot's doing well. Still got a 50% charge. It's got those 18650 batteries. I use those batteries in something like this. This is actually an iGate sort of DigiP to APRS receiver. It's called a LilyGo. It's fantastic, actually. I need to actually use it. Let me just power it, because I haven't used it for about 6 months, because I tend to learn stuff and then move on. It's not that I don't want to use it more, but by the time I get back to it after tinkering, it's been like 6 months. Look at that. It's really good, and you can interface with your PC. So there's this amazing dashboard that controls this, and you can choose if you want it to be an iGate, a DigiP, a normal APRS receiver, transmitter, and it actually does voice. You can actually, a bit like the other one that keeps beeping in the background. So it's a bit like this thing, but quarter the price. It just transmitted then. Did you see it go red? And I believe it's a normal radio as well. So it's a LilyGo. A lot of these gadgets I see on Tech Minds, but this thing, I saw it on, where was it? Ham Radio Crash Course was the first I saw it. Need to turn it off for it. No, actually, I like it beeping in the background. It's fun. So let's, we got that hotspot providing Fusion live. I'm going to turn back on my 868. They're a bit slow booting up, these. I wonder if there's a fast boot option. If you watch it boot up, and you'll see R2D2. That's HubNet. That is analog now. So remember that DMR radios make very good VHF analog radios, UHF as well. If anyone ever says to you DMR radios are not any good on as a normal radio, it's complete rubbish. They're very good. Cheers, Chris. So what volume adjuster? USB. I wasn't really sure what that meant. So Chris B, make your own hotspot. Yeah. Pi Zero. That's quite a good price for £10. I think that's a bit more. Nearer 20. M and DVM from AliExpress. More like 25 by the time you pay. And a choice of screens. Now, actually you raise a really good point, Dennis. Because I have done what you've just recommended many times. It used to cost me 30, 40, okay? Now this thing came like this. It included an SD card, which is, I don't know, by the time you buy and pay delivery, it's, even if you get it cheap, it's £4. Included the case, included the Pi Zero W and the board. It was already soldered. It already had the OLED screen on it. Yeah. Antenna, of course. And it was £43 delivered. If you add that up, why make one? £43 delivered. And I liked the fact that it was silver. So I didn't have a silver one. So for people that aren't really familiar with hotspots, so you take the antenna off. Look, we all assume that everyone knows what hotspots are, but a lot of people confuse it with their mobile phones. A hotspot basically connects digital radios to the internet. They do transmit. There's this rubber duck here transmits to this antenna here. So this could be a repeater on a hill, but it's not. It's in my room. It's in my shack, and this is why they're so fantastic, because you are in complete control of your own personal repeater. That's how I look at it. I know it's not a proper repeater, so I'm just trying to see if I can take the lid off this. Cool, that's on there. Good, that is. That's on there really good. Trying to pull it off the top. It's only an antenna here. I'm not giving up. They're having a good old chat there, aren't they? No, that's solid. I'm still not giving up. Cool. It's jammed on the antenna and the case, but that's a good thing, I suppose. So no, I was going to take it apart, but I can't. It's too jammed. Yeah, I you know, the Chinese and Japanese, and which tend to be making most things, but they just work, don't they? These devices just work. That's the main thing. Hi Jerry, 2E0KYD, how you doing? So I wonder what other gadgets I've got at reach here. I'm usually surrounded with them. Let me show you this one then. TRD radio. This is a PMR and UHF radio. Let's turn it on. And look at the screen. And it's on HubNet as well. And it's got Bluetooth. So you can get your phone. And there's an app called OD Master. Free app. And you program the 16 channels. It's unusual, isn't it?
Thanks for the baby catch you again.
There's that one there. And it sounds great. Reaching at the gadgets that I keep at hand. Got a few of them. What's that thing there? Oh, this thing there. This thing here. I've got it connected to my PC. It turns the volume up and down. It does other things. But it's so convenient. I don't have to go click, click, click. I just turn it and the volume goes up and down. It's doing it right now. Yeah, I know people tend to say that Japanese make better products, but I think what you'll find is Japanese will sell products that cost more. So, for example, if you buy an ICOM, let's turn that down a bit. If you buy an ICOM, say 705, that's £1,400. That's going to be a superior quality because it's £1,400. So then you get the Chinese market. They'll make a Quashang for, say, £25. Yeah. So this is everyone's heard of the Quashang UVK5, £25. So then people will say, and it sounds great, look. So then people will say, oh, Japan make better quality products. But it's not that they make better quality products. It's that they're making a product that costs £1,000 or £800 or £1,500. If China make a product that costs that £1,500, it will be better quality. Does that make sense? But because they make so many of the cheaper radios, the low-cost radios, they have a reputation for people say they make crap. I don't think they make crap, but they have a reputation for making that. I think it's not a fair reputation. I think they make what the item is worth. That's it. So that's my take on that. Let's grab another one here. VGC. This is like an app controlled radio. So I can grab my phone and it will pair with this radio. If I just go menu, then pair, put it into pair mode, and then turn on the app, which is called HT. So it should pair. You obviously have to turn on your Bluetooth, like so. HT. There you go, that's the app. And look, it's already found it. It's actually asking me to pair. So I'm going to go yes, yes. And so now, this radio is completely controlled by this screen, and you can save memory channels, but you can also do APRS. And TNC actually works really well. And it's dual band, it does air band really well. Trying to get it into dual mode. If I put it into dual channel and then scan, look at that. And I can turn it up, of course. Look at this, you'll love this. How good is that? That's just, I just think it's brilliant.
Wonderful news. We need you to be our engineer at the It was always a joy to pop over and see.
Yeah, lots of good info there. Thanks, Dennis. Must be the device last name. Did you mean the Liligo? The Liligo.
I think there's a Christmas.
Yeah, MFJ. Oh, look at that.
Certainly from a bell.
I need to use something to hold my radios, don't I? I've actually got a really good stand. I'm wondering where I put it. So that's about it, really. I thought I'd do a bit of a live. And lots of gadgets to tinker with, lots of learning.
Still very active. Yeah.
And yeah, I think I'll close now. USB box with the large silver buttons. Not sure which one you mean. USB box, large silver buttons. Just looking around now. So thanks for joining my live. Yeah, we did. I did discuss the Honkai. I even powered it. DMR, VHF, UHF, airband, Bluetooth, APRS, compact, 25 watt, GPS. Fantastic device, well priced. Prior to the Quashang. Trying to think what it was. I know, maybe things look bigger. Did you mean this? Beeping away, look. That's the Liligo. I don't know if I got anything big and silver here. Small. A small hotspot. That's Pi-Star hotspot. 7-3, James, I'm off now. Oh, what did we test on Tuesday morning? Oh, of course, you called me and I was on it, didn't you? I was on the Honkai, wasn't I? Yeah, loving it. Did got it to APRS transmit today. To my FT5 and to my Anytone 878. Worked fine. Did a video on that. So thanks for watching my my live stream. I don't do them that often. I always appreciate anyone that watches any of my videos. And I'm teaching myself most of the time, and just the camera's on. And if it helps someone, if my learning helps others, great, brilliant. I'm just having a ball in my shack. So catch you on air. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. And I am a ham operator that goes on and talks to my ham radio friends every single day. I'm not just a YouTuber. I'm actually a gadget tinkerer in his shack with a camera in front of him. 7-3 all. Bye for now. Cheers. Yeah, one silver knob. You'll have to rewind back and have a look. I don't remember having a gadget with a silver knob. There's too many gadgets in this shack. 7-3 all the best. Cheers for now.